The good news is that we just passed the halfway point of Loop 2. The bad news is that things are going to get a lot worse from here on out. Fortunately, Stage 4 is still a pretty simple and straightforward level. Nothing too complicated, just a lot of homing shots, and things don't really get too bad until the second half, which is, once again, where a lot of patterns and stuff start kicking in when combined with other bullshit. So, yeah. Right here, still pretty much the same, just slowly slide down along the line of tanks with your laser, or your shot, or whatever you're using, and take them out. And just keep moving to avoid the homing shots, don't slow down, just move in like fluid motion somewhere. Right there you saw me bloom those flowers. You get like a good point bonus from doing that. There's another set in Stage 2 that you can also bloom, but they're kind of hard to miss. I don't believe I hit those on the first time through the game because I was really focused on avoiding some of the shots. That's why you really want to try taking out as many of those tanks as possible, so otherwise they can get in the way of doing that. Yeah, here's where the level just starts falling apart. I put a lot more focus on taking out the tanks because those homing shots are a lot harder to avoid this time around. The patterns are still pretty basic, simple stuff. Just, you know, look at that, it's nothing compared to all these millions of little bullets that are homing in on me from those tanks. Those are the real problem this time. I really, yeah, right there I take out those things because I wanted to move up. It's always a good idea to be a couple moves ahead of where you are in one of these games. Always think ahead and plan ahead. Think of where the bullets are going to be. Try to create a way that you can move around without getting shot at. You know, it's very much like chess. Be a couple moves ahead and you're fine. Because that's really all there is to it. And you can really easily predict where everything's going to be. It's pretty rare for any shot to really randomly veer off from where it's going to go. Most games don't pull that shit, thankfully. So here's the boss. Quite a bit easier this time around, you know, comparatively speaking. It's still pretty much exactly the same as the first loop, except that when you compare it to a lot of the Loop 2 bosses, it's pretty simple. Like right here, it shoots off those shots, but considering you spend pretty much the entire fight, well, this pattern anyway, directly under it, that doesn't mean shit. And this one right here is exactly the same as the first one, except there's a second set of bullets that are coming down this pattern. And they're largely pointless because you can just go through the center of those. It's barely any more complicated. It's not like you have to do anything. Once again, the pattern is random shot right there is really simple. Just look for a gap and go for it. And here, just look for where the shots cross over, get into that sort of diamond shape where they cross, and give your stick like a light nudge when you see those random shots come out. You don't have to dodge too far, just like a light nudge will do enough. Just give your stick a little tap, or tap your D-pad, or whatever you're using. So, yeah, that's Stage 4. Out of the way. By the way, the no-miss bonuses all add a 0 after the score, so instead of 500,000 for this level, you'd get 5 million. Stage 4 out of the way. Stay tuned to watch me fuck up Stage 5 massively. So, that's it. Fuck you all and good night.